Merab Dvalishvili is taking on Petr Yan for the second time, and this time for the bantamweight title, with an upgraded version of Merab, a much better Merab, and a much better Petr Yan also. Merab's submission ability is much better than it used to be, but this is what not people talk about. His submission ability and threat improved only in a certain position, and it's only during scramble when the opposite fighter is trying to get back and his head is on Merab's body. That's when he will attack. Submissions like Thor's Ninja Choke, Anaconda Choke, like we saw that against Sean O'Malley. Not only in the submission, but also before that in the first round, he just didn't have much time to work on it. And also against Sandhagen. But Sandhagen probably prepared for it because he saw he submitted Sean O'Malley with it and he surprised everybody. But he does not take opportunities to take the back and attack submissions from there. Sandhagen, whenever he got taken down, he turned to his knees and was crawling to the fence to stand back up. And Merab did not capitalize on that in the fight at all, in any moment. Maybe if it happens again, he will take the opportunity because Merab is only getting better fight after fight. And maybe he will capitalize on it if it happens against Petr Yan. And Petr Yan's style fits perfectly for Merab's style. He is the kryptonite for Petr Yan's style. We all know Petr Yan likes to start slow in the first round and after start letting go. But with Merab, even after the first rounds, he will get more comfortable and start going harder and harder on you by not letting you breathe whatsoever and not letting you even think. Doing that by just throwing everything on you that you are just reacting to Merab and you are not acting at all. You are just reacting to Merab. And what I mean by that is defending his strike, defending his takedown attempts. And when he takes you down, you're trying to get back to your feet. Even though Merab's striking opens up many opportunities to counters against Sean O'Malley, he opened up a lot, but he did not take those opportunities because he was worried for the takedown. And he does not want to even engage with him on the clinch, let alone on the ground. Also against Corey Sandhagen, he gave Corey Sandhagen many opportunities to counter him, and he did take them in the first round. And when the fight was clean for a fighter like Corey Sandhagen, but after that, he was a lot more hesitant, especially when we got hurt bad, in the second round. And because of the takedown threat until the final seconds of the final round, when he was already losing and did not have anything to worry about, he rocked Merab bad by a simple counter after Merab's jab. He countered him with the right hand. A simple counter, and he dropped because Merab dropped his hand after the jab, and he was a bit flat-footed. Also, Merab, when he's on the back foot, there's nothing for him to do there. When he's moving back, he really doesn't know what to do except bouncing forward and backwards. But in the last fight, he was using a lot more of that high knee feint, and it was working. I mean, it's a really, really good feint. And I think when that opportunity presents itself, Petr Yan should really take it. But Merab, there is one part of his game that is really underrated about him is that he has really good game plans entering a fight. Against Petr Yan, we all know that he likes to start slow a little bit in the first rounds to make the fight go at his pace and downloading data. But Merab, from the start of the first round, he did not give him a second to breathe. And even for Merab, that's not his usual first round. He doesn't usually start that fast. And he did that to disturb Petr Yan's pace, which is one of the most important aspects of his game. And also from the start, he was damaging his left leg by calf kicks. Although Petr Yan is an amazing fighter in both stances, but he is usually an orthodox fighter and a fighter who is amazing at switching stances while throwing combinations. That's how he got the finish against Uriah Faber, and he took that away from him. And Petr Yan needs to beat him to that because he was landing some nice calf kicks until Merab forced him to fight as southpaw, and he took that weapon away from him. And Petr Yan need to compromise Merab's lead leg first before he does that to him because Merab is only an orthodox fighter. He does not fight at southpaw at all. Also, the problem with Petr Yan's style against Merab, when he defends strikes, he likes to keep a high guard and shell up. and that is just easily given openings for takedowns. And also, Petr Yan is a stationary fighter. He likes to take small movement and small steps, and he's not like Corey or O'Malley. He will be there in front of Merab to engage in the wrestling, and Yan is not one punch KO artist to punish Merab and end the fight right there and then for his opponents. He can KO, of course, but he needs to keep it going at his own pace and momentum, and Merab will not allow him to do that. And on top of that, Petr Yan is not a submission threat, so that Merab can worry and overthink about his entries and takedown attempts. So probably this fight, I think, will be the same as the first one. Even though I'm a big fan of Petr Yan, but his style works really well for fighters like Merab, and he will overwhelm him with takedowns like before. I mean, 49 takedown attempts in their first fight is really unhuman. I mean, he is really a machine and probably will have the same result as the first fight. Maybe he can get a submission, but I think Petr Yan's submission defense is really good to the level he will not get submitted from Merab. And Merab will only move up the ladder of the GOAT status. And to be honest, there is no fighter that really has a good chance of beating him or even coming close to it other than Umar Nurmagomedov. And he beat him already, which is crazy enough and shows how great Merab is. But still, I think Umar is Merab's most difficult fight. And if he can improve his conditioning and cardio, I think he does have a good chance of beating him. But yeah, this is what I think about the fight. I think it will be the same, just a repeat of the first fight. Merab dominating and overwhelming Petr Yan with takedowns and shots and striking offense. It will overwhelm him and not let him or give him a second to breathe. And he will be just reacting to Merab's actions throughout the fight, throughout the 25 minutes. And I think Petr Yan is good enough to not get finished by Merab, and it will go to a decision, probably unanimous decision for Merab Dvalishvili. So yeah, this is what I think about the fight. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments down below, and we can discuss it.